So you understand how the system is set up against you. You know that going remote is the answer. You know how I've been able to do it, how some of our students have been able to do it. But maybe you're sitting there thinking to yourself, well, lucky for you, Jake. But the job market is down, the economy is down. It's hard to find a remote job, no one's hiring. Or whatever other excuse you're making up in your mind right now, it is time to prove those excuses wrong. Because in this lesson, I'm gonna show you a neat little trick that's gonna get you actual responses from real recruiters for real opportunities right now. All for about 10 minutes of work or less. It doesn't matter if you're not ready to start a remote job yet, we're gonna walk you through all of that. This is just a quick exercise just to prove to you that there is no shortage of opportunity out there. Employers are always looking for good people to hire. You just need to know how to make yourself stick out as one, which we're gonna go over super in depth later. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to your LinkedIn, you're gonna make sure your profile looks pretty professional. It doesn't have to look perfect yet, we'll go over that later as well. It just has to not have any red flags, like really out of whack profile pictures, typos, etc. And you don't have to have a ton of credentials or experiences listed on your profile either. It just has to look presentable and professional. And to prove to you that this works, I went ahead and created a blank fake LinkedIn profile to do this exercise along with you. I created a brand new profile named Tran with an old profile picture of mine that hardly anyone has ever seen. I left my experience, credentials, and recommendations blank on purpose just to prove to you that this does work. But if you already have good stuff in there, you might as well keep it in there. But again, this is just a quick exercise to get you a quick win, so don't stress over this, just try to get it done as fast as possible. And then you're gonna pick whatever remote position you're interested in. It's okay if you're not sure which one you want right now. We'll also go over all of that, just pick one for the sake of doing this exercise. And then you're gonna go into the search bar on LinkedIn and search for recruiter under people. So don't look for recruiters under jobs, but recruiter under people. That way you only get search results of profiles of people that are employed as recruiters. You can narrow the search down for recruiters in tech or recruiters in web development or whatever, but I just kept it as recruiter. And then you're gonna spend the next 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, sending a connection request to each recruiter on the page, going as far down the list as you want. The more you do it, the more results you're gonna get. And with each connection request you send, this is gonna be the message you send in that connection request. Hey, name of the recruiter you're messaging. I was wondering if your company was looking for a web developer or a digital marketer, or whatever position you're applying for. I'm willing to work for free to get my career off the ground. I have the skills but no formal experience, so I would love to help out. Smiley face. And that's it. Feel free to reword this to fit your situation, and don't freak out about the work for free part. You don't have to work for free even if you're starting from zero. There are ways to craft this message to not have to include that and still have it be effective. This is solely just to show you that even if you're starting from nothing, you're gonna get responses back from recruiters that have real opportunities within 24 to 48 hours that look a little something like this. Quote, yeah, sure, we'll get back to you if I get any relevant positions, and thanks for being in my connections, end quotes. This is an actual message I got with a fake profile named Tran, with no experience, no credentials, no recommendations, with me even admitting in the message that I have no formal experience, all for around 10 minutes of work. That is pretty incredible. If it was true that no one is hiring or whatever, this would have not have happened. But this is what you're gonna find. There's a ton of opportunities out there, there's such a lack of talent out there, and you're gonna realize that it's actually extremely realistic for you to be able to land a remote job that completely changes your life, that lets you escape the system, the matrix, the rat race, or whatever you wanna call it. And later in this course, we're gonna go over a ton of tactics that are gonna be light years more effective than just offering to work for free in a cold message like this. So actually stop and do this exercise right now before moving on. Get that little momentum behind you, get that small win. Once you start receiving messages back, you do not have to respond to them. Again, this is just an exercise to show you what's possible. And once you're done sending off the messages, it is time to move on.